Because we're silly, we've got a golf cart for the day. It's definitely got quite an abandoned feel to it. If I don't come back, tell my family I love them.
I think we're going to regret this. It's Bry's turn to drive. Restricted area, no trespass.
I appear to be driving onto the runway. Tortoise!
Can you speak tortoise?
Man, this is the life.
Oh! Oh, it actually is full of water.
Whoa! Look at this! I could live here. This is amazing. Last time on Red Seas.
After a lot of discussion,
We think we've made a decision.
possibly in the direction,
Heading west,
aiming for,
ultimately,
if we manage it,
Panama. We're back on the water and ready to set sail. We got some new toys, had a race to inflate them, and then promptly fell off into the sea. We picked up our first ever guests on Indy, Ian's parents, and sailed to the film set of Pirates of the Caribbean. Now we're ready to discover what the rest of the Grenadines have in store for us. We've sailed down to Canouan, this little island just south of Bequia, and it is absolutely stunning. There's nobody else here. We're the only boat in the entire bay, and we're going to go exploring today. Apparently there's some really good views from the top of the hill, so we're going to look out over Tobago Keys and plan our onward route from there. And because we're silly, we've got a golf cart for the day, so we don't have to climb up any of these hills in the heat. We just get to see everything we can on the island and look cool while doing it. Speed bump. Going uphill when you're sitting in the back with nothing in front of you. It's slightly terrifying! Nothing stopping me, just forward rolling all the way back down into the sea again. Oh, I can hear the motor working its hardest. Come on!
we're getting there.
Oh, wow! You can see the lagoon over the other side of the island. That looks awesome. Look at that.
So this is the lagoon that supposedly you can bring a boat into. Of course, what goes up must go down. Time to test the brakes on this bad boy.
Oh my goodness. At least we can't fall out.
That's true.
We can't see what's coming, so we'll fall to our deaths without
Blissfully,
having this. Yeah.
We're so much happier about that.
We just followed this road all the way up the coast and then turned a corner and suddenly found ourselves at these big kind of posh gates. So I don't think they're going to let us in here. So we're just going to, turn the golf cart around and head back down. Right, Ian's turn to drive.
This is going to be a bad idea.
I'm not sure how much we trust this.
It'll appear in the news.
And we're off!
Okay, steering wheel on the left, driving on the left. Top speed.
2 knots.
Abandoned marine learning centre.
Are we going to learn stuff?
Probably tetanus.
It's definitely got quite an abandoned feel to it. I'm not sure if that was part of the original aesthetic or if that has grown over the years. So it may be slightly abandoned, but we can still learn Because on the floor, it tells me that it is illegal to catch, buy, sell or possess lobsters carrying eggs. So there you go, we've learned something today. For free. So without all the other information to put this in context, I don't think I agree with some of these statements. There's a flyer left on the floor, and the only thing I can read is, remember, the safest place is out of the water. I live on a boat! I want to be in the water all the time! Okay, but look at this. If you ignore all of the broken glass and the missing windows and the roof, I don't know what's going on with it. This is amazing! Look at that view! And then to add to the creepy vibe, I've now lost everybody. They've just silently disappeared. So I'm going to wander through the jungle and see if I can find them. That was creepy. That was really echoey. Or there was just somebody there waiting to jump out at me. And this path definitely doesn't feel like a path. If I don't come back, tell my family I love them. Literally no sign of anybody. How do I always end up in these situations? And there's people! I found them!
How's this? This isn't bad at all, is it? Your own private beach with your marine research park. Seriously surreal though. So we came down, this is the Atlantic, and then there's the lagoon which has got the big breakers in front of it. Just now the sun is starting to open up, so this should all suddenly light up turquoise and look incredible, I think. If Bernie can get here through the rough undergrass, because that looks pretty sharp and painful.
It's really spiky. Made it!
So graceful.
So we read up about coming into this lagoon because we'd heard there was like some awesome snorkeling. And somebody said online, and you should always trust what people say online, that you could bring your boat in here if you're on a cat with a shallow draft, that there was a little channel in between the reef and the island, and you could get all the way into this lagoon and then, you know, just dive right off the back of the boat. And we looked at the charts and we were like, oh, that's clearly not true. Like, who would ever do that? That's ridiculous. Maybe we'll come round in the dinghy. And we've just spotted a boat doing it.
That is brave.
I'm not convinced they're going to get all the way in.
I'm not sure I'd have the guts.
Because that is shallow over there and it's narrow. There's like reef on either side of you breaking waves. So Ian, what did you learn on your school trip?
I've learned that if you ever want to find yourself a very cost-effective property on Canouan, just look for the decommissioned learning centre.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's got its own beach. There's now a boat sitting in the bay, which I wouldn't take Indy in there. I think that's a little bit tight. And they don't look very comfortable. They're rolling around like crazy. I didn't learn a lot about the marine environment other than the Atlantic's quite cold.
Well, there's one thing.
I think this would be a perfect film set, though.
Oh, there's a good shout. We're just driving to the south end of the island now to see if we get better views of some of the otter islands at the bottom of the Grenadines. What can you see?
Not much, mainly green. So we've met a guy. He said if we went to this end of the island, we might be able to see Tobago Keys, which is the next place we want to go. It's supposed to be this ridiculously cool kind of marine natural reserve, and they keep it well reserved.
That's it, they're just keeping the suspense.
That's it, behind the trees. Can't go wrong. I mean, it is there somewhere.
So if you just balance on this rock and look through the cactus, you can see Meru, Union behind, and I'm guessing that all of this turquoise water with the little islands is Tobago Keys. It is there, we found it.
So we had a meeting. I think we're going to regret this. It's Bry's turn to drive.
When has that ever gone wrong?
Pray for us.
It'll be fine.
Which one's the brake?
This one that says stop in large letters.
Okay, you're going to be looking at your feet when driving, just so I know?
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on the road, that's fine. Okay.
This is the steepest hill in the world! Oh, she's not a fan of this. I can't push the brake any more than I already am.
So what you're saying is we can't stop?
No. Just gotta wait for an uphill to slow us down. Oh my goodness, if we got to go up that hill.
I think so.
Oh no, there's a car! Come on. Eek!
Made it, no worries.
I am not driving down that thing.
Restricted area, no trespass.
I appear to be driving onto the runway. Maho Beach ain't got nothing on this. I feel like I'm about to take off. Listen to that engine.
I mean, you're squaring up against the jet. We've just discovered that this golf cart does come with a special rear view mirror system. Maybe it'll be all the rage. I think Tesla are looking to invest.
I don't think I would advise it though, because it also comes with snide remarks when you go over a bump.
Snide remarks. What are you doing?
Ow! Ooh, a butterfly just flew in through the windscreen. Tortoise!
Tortoise on the road. Tortoise.
Hello, buddy.
And gecko. Can you speak tortoise?
He's not going to think of
Ribbit.
Hello. He's a bit bigger than Penny, isn't he?
A little bit.
We're foster carers now. We're a baby tortoise.
Come into the pretty posh marina on the island, and we just had a nice chat with Charles, the security guy, who gave us a little introduction of where we could go.
Totally lowering the tone with our noisy go-kart engine.
He kind of shamefully said, "I'm so sorry the go-kart's so loud," and he said, it's fine, but just make sure you go to the bar." So we'll head that way now. It might just be me, or are you feeling out of place?
So out of place. I've never been anywhere this posh in my life. Man, this is the life. Sitting on the beach, glorious sunshine, perfect sea, and we can see out to all of these islands to the south of us and just kind of plan where we want to go next. So Canouan has been pretty awesome.
Another day, another anchorage. So today we are heading around to a fairly legendary space called Tobago Keys. They're actually just over the back of this island here called Meru. And yeah, we've heard it's pretty special for diving and for one other reason, which we'll tell you about when we get there. Suffice to say, I'm quite excited to get there and have a look around. So.
Reef, and not only is it stunningly beautiful, it is also famous for Pirates of the Caribbean! Yeah, this is the island where Jack Sparrow got marooned and then they burned all of the rum to get rescued.
No! Not good! Stop! Not good! What are you doing? You burned all the food, the shade, the rum!
Yes, the rum is gone.
Why is the rum gone?
One, because it is a vile drink that turns even the most respectable men into complete scoundrels. Two, that signal is over 1,000 feet high. The entire Royal Navy is out looking for me. Do you really think that there is even the slightest chance that they won't see it?
But why is the rum gone?
So we're going to go and see if we can find any hidden under a palm tree.
So there's one thing quite funny about coming to all these film sets, has been realizing just how hard it must have been to get the guys here. Like, we've sailed Indian to a lagoon that's pretty shallow, and then taken the dinghy, and we've had to surf it onto the beach. And then we had to climb our way through the swell to get here. And then I think this is where they shot a lot of the scenes.
We found the barbecue patch, and this is definitely where they burned the rum, because it's like broken glass and remnants of bottles. So Jack Sparrow was here. I knew it! Is that a footprint?
Sure, why not? Let's see if we can do it.
I feel I'd be better off in bare feet rather than with flip-flops on.
I've seen people do it in movies.
Yeah, exactly.
And they did fine.
Eek! Look, I did it! I did it! I'm at the top!
Uh-huh. So graceful.
You say that about me a lot. Woo! And I caught a coconut.
This is why they have stunt actors in movies.
I could be a stunt actor.
Poor Link is looking a bit beaten up.
I think he's going to be quite flooded by the time we get there.
Yeah, and mostly full of sand as well.
Yeah. Quite a
Sorry,
few
mate.
big waves coming right over the side.
Seems to have picked up a bit.
But he's not floated away yet. Oh!
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 Oh, he actually is full of water.
Whoa!
Yeah, we'll go fix that now. Whoa!
Whoa! That is full.
That's probably the worst we've ever seen.
I think I've lost my fins.
You're kidding. I see.
Oh, no, there's
there,
one.
there.
Oh, they are there.
I can't lift that round. Oh, our anchor failed, that's why.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
I'm thinking next big wave I'll actually try and force it into the surge a bit. Get it facing the right way. There it goes.
Okay, so not quite the adventure we were expecting. We got the pirate experience and nearly got the shipwrecked experience as the dinghy got completely flooded there. But we managed to kind of hold it in position. Luckily with 4 of us, we could actually bail it in time before we got it out past the surf and threw everything back in and got back to Indy safely. Not sure how that would have gone if it was just Ian and I, because yeah, I don't think I could have bailed it fast enough or held it in position. But hey ho, there we are. The only sad thing is that also on this island, SV Delos visited here a couple of years ago and left some treasure, and we were hoping that we would have time to go try and find it and dig up something magical, but unfortunately we didn't have time. There are rumours that other people beat us to it and got it already, so maybe we'll just have to leave our own treasure on another island near here somewhere for the next person to come and find.
If you had told me 2 years ago that this couple from Scotland would sail their own floating home to World's End Reef in search of hidden treasure, yeah, I'd call you crazy. But as it is, I think we discover our own hidden gems every day, and this has to be one of the best ones yet. Sure, it had its moment in the limelight, and it's seen hundreds of visitors, but the fact that we were able to have it all to ourselves for the whole day makes it the nicest place we've seen so far. Well, nicest until this happened.
Well, this is insane. We just came up to one of these little sandbars and there's a little kind of beach umbrella thing planted there. You've got your shade, you've got your space, you've got your insane turquoise waters, you've got a reef right behind you that you can snorkel. I could live here. This is amazing. So Ian's just chucked the drone up and yeah, we're getting some ridiculous shots of this place. We're now trying out like a 360 camera thing where it uses the GPS lock and takes photos in every direction so we can have like a, I don't know, an editable, viewable, interactive photo at the end of it. But yeah, insane! All right, I'm going in. Let's see what luxury this place has to offer. Oh, that's so cool! Look! Everybody's like decorated it with old bits of coral and stuff. Message in a bottle, maybe? Or, oh no, look! SPF 15. Some lip salve so that you can stay protected from the sun. Love it, very important. Old lobster tails. Oh, and somebody's actually been getting crafty. Check it out. I wonder if somebody made that or if it just got left behind or washed up. And there's even like decorations over this side. Old fishing nets and bits of foam and stuff. This is so cool. Oh, there's a conch shell and people have written their names on it. I think this is probably the coolest place I have ever been. It's literally awesome. What do you think? Give it a score out of 10.
Ooh, that's a solid 9.5.
It is, isn't it?
It's pretty impressive. Yeah, this is a first. We've never taken Indy to a remote desert island. Yeah, this is surreal.
I think I could stay here.
I think so.
There's like shelter, shade.
No water.
There's even some SPF 15 lip salve in there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they're
So
caring for
considerate.
you. Well, I guess that's it. We've explored the whole island, the whole country of Mopion. The only thing left to do is explore the sea. In you go. Oh, sorry! Oh no! I got blown onto the beach! That's an exciting way to get on the beach! Woo! Sorry.